Good morning, good evening, good day. It's Tracy back from Matley House. How are you all doing? Hope you're doing fabulous. I'm having a fabulous day. Today, we're going to do another rewind. I won't do the stupid noise. I'm learning. And it is rewind number 5 for haul 5 that we did. Woo. Okay, let's get into it. This one's going to be a quickie because this is a smaller haul that was done. And the first item was a pair of really bright sort of red or orange garden clogs. Here, Trace. What happened to these? I thought I'd keep them. And then about 2 days later, from what I can remember, I tried them on and I went out into the garden, stepped out into the garden, and there was a couple of stones there. And it felt like I was wearing bare feet, treading on the stones. Nylon went right through the shoe, and I thought, no. And I sent them back. So those got returned. Next item was, it was a black cardigan. And now when I saw it on the site, I knew it had to be a little bit thin, which is okay because I kind of wanted it as a summer cardigan anyway. But when it came, it was that really slippery, shiny material, which it didn't look shiny online when I was looking at it on the pictures. But when it came, it was, it gives me the shudders. And it got returned. Next item was exactly the same cardigan, but in pink. And from what I remember, I don't even think I took it out of the packet. I didn't try it on. As soon as I'd opened it and realised it was the same material as the black one, I packaged it back up and sent them both back. And Temu did accept those back because sometimes they'd say, oh, keep it and all this sort of stuff. But no, they went back. What was next? Oh, it was the little handbag. That's right. I was looking around for a little handbag just for my phone and my keys because I don't really carry a load of other stuff. And I was looking for a little one and I found a little white one. It had a nice little pattern on it. And yeah, I kind of liked it. I was getting on all right with it. I think from what I can remember, I didn't use it for long though. I think I used it for about a month. And I got bored with the sort of, every time you put something in or out of the bag, it felt like really plasticky and it felt like a packet of crisps on the inside. It was really sort of crunchy and the noise was starting to annoy me. And I remember looking around on another haul for another handbag and I replaced it. So technically, that's another no good. Next item was a little cat toy to agitate Monty. It was a tassel. I know because when it came, the butterfly was supposed to be stuck to the beads and it wasn't. It was just in the bag. And it was like a little wire fishing rod. And it's just saying, dying in front of the cat and annoy the heck out of the cat. And actually, Monty played with it for a long time until he destroyed the butterfly. Well, that just came off straight away again, even though I glued it back on, and he destroyed the tassels. And in the end, no, that went to the bin. But he had fun out of it while it lasted. Next item was, cat collars. It was for Monty again, I think. Was it? No, it wasn't. It was his little mat. A little blanket thing. They called it like a cushion. I thought it was going to be like a pet bed because he sleeps on the end of my bed to keep all his hairs all in one place. And when it came, it's like a folded over fluffy blanket. So actually kind of perfect for what I wanted. But reading the description and looking at the pictures, it made you think it was going to be quite cushiony and buffy. And it's not. It was just like a little cat blanket. But actually, it's on the bottom of my bed. Let's go and have a look. Monty uses it all the time. Okay, say hi, Monty. We'll be back to see you in a minute, mister. Let's go. I'm hoping that my bedroom's tidy. Ish. I haven't really done a lot to it, but that's where Jack sleeps next to me, and there's the little Monty blanket. And as you can see, it is just a doubled over blanket, but Monty sleeps there all the time. At least the bedroom wasn't too bad. Next was the cat collars. Now, he'd already had these sort of greeny turquoisey collar, because I bought him that in one of the first tools, I think, the turquoise collar, and then I got him a spare turquoise collar. And then in this haul, I picked up 2 little purple cat collars. Doink! And I've not used them yet, but he will use them once he loses the little turquoise one. So they're still a thumbs up. Next item were soap dispensers. Let's go for a walk. 2 rooms this time. We'll pass Monty again. We're going for a walk. Okay, let's go. First off, where are we going? Wrong room, Chase. It's bathroom. There it is. La la. Now the other one is in here. It was in the kitchen, which is why I thought we had 2 rooms to go to. But then I bought some new ones for the kitchen. Yay! So we don't need it in the kitchen anymore. So still in use, still useful, but I thought they were both being used in both rooms. Still using the one in the bathroom, and the one in the kitchen I've just taken out because replaced it with a couple of new bottles that I come and got from a haul 3 or 4 hauls ago now. I can't remember. We'll obviously cover it later on. Both of those, good. Next item is a hairdryer holder. Doink. It's metal and it's got a sticker so you can stick it to the wall and everything. I've not actually used it. I've still got it in its original packaging in one of my bedroom drawers. Unused. Okay, the next item was some garden snips. Like, they classify them as pruning shears. I don't think they're shears. They're snips because they're little. But because I don't see very clearly on the ends of the snips when they were delivered, there was a clear see-through plastic holding the blades together. And when I pulled it off, the snips cut my finger and my thumb at the same time, because the snips were not only sharpened on the inside of the blades, they were also sharpened on the outer edges of the blades. So when I pulled the thing off, it cut my fingers. I know, I contacted Temu and did complain, but to be honest, they did nothing. Nothing at all, other than say, send them back. They weren't really bothered. But funny enough, I've still got them. I have used them a couple of times, but I'm so wary of them that they're not really that good. They're dangerous. They don't sell them anymore. There are similar ones that I'll put a very similar one here, but at least they don't sell the ones that cut me anymore. I'm beginning to think this was a really bad haul. Number 5 was really bad because the next item was a men's leather bracelet. Now, it's got a clasp, it's in metal clasp holding it together. I couldn't get it open. I could not get it apart. I couldn't understand how to do it. And when I looked on the picture of the actual bracelet, we haven't got an exact one here because they've stopped doing it. There are loads very similar now, but there are clearer pictures of how they work. I'm pulling it apart, but the clasps didn't work like that. The clasps had you had to slot it down together, and because I'm pulling it apart, but it was a lift up, I'd never have got it apart. Oopsies. So what happened to that? Oh, yes, my son came round and he just clipped it open. So, yeah, I don't know where they are because he's got it. Have I seen him wear them? No, I haven't seen him wear them. So I'm thinking we need to mark that as an ousted. Next item, I was looking for a USB cable for my iPhone, but not just for my iPhone. I wanted like 3 different connections so that instead of hunting out specific, I only want the C or I only want the lightning charge, I wanted one that sort of had all of the ends. And I found this orange one. Now, I've followed the link back and it says it's not there anymore. But I've put a similar one up here for you. It looks exactly the same to me. Whether it is or isn't, I'm not 100% sure, but it looks it to me. And do I use it? I've probably only used it once. Thinking about it, it's hanging on the back of my door, which is not a good sign because that normally means not really used. If it's hanging right beside me here, that tends to means I use it a lot. So I'm going to mark that down as an unused. The last item was a phone clip holder. It had a quite a vicious bulldog clip that you clamp it to a table or something like that, and then a really stiff cable, and then put your phone in, just so that you can hold this phone. I had visions of using it on the desk, pointing down, but actually it wasn't really tall enough. It didn't hang down enough, if you know what I mean. It was sort of right head height. I don't know how to explain it, but it didn't work for me. But my granddaughter's eyes went, "Bing, please, can I have it?" So she's got it, and what she does is she clamps it to a headboard, has it come over, and she has her phone on it. So that one's used all the time. Now, that was short and sweet, isn't it? I told you this one would be short and sweet. Now, I know this one is bad. I really don't think there's many products that were left in use. So we've got, let's start at the beginning. The garden clogs went back, cardigan back, pink cardigan back. The handbag, I used it for a month, but then got rid. So is that a go back? That's a go. That's ousted. Cat toy worked. Blanket worked. Collars work. Soap dispensers work. Hair dryer holder unused. Pruning shears not really used. Leather bracelet not really used. Cable not really used. Phone clip used. Woof. Okay, there was a lot of either ousted or unused this time. So this all was rubbish for me. And I can't say there was any favourite products in this haul either that I really liked. Although it was, Monty got a lot of success out of this haul. So really it was more about the cat than anything. So let's investigate these numbers now. The totals of the numbers, etc. Now, all hauls 1 to 5, the totals of using, the products that I'm actually using is 54. Pretty good number, I think. And the number of products that I've ousted, and that could mean, sometimes it means I've given it away. Sometimes it means I've done cancer research, and sometimes it means I've binned it. Now, ousted is 29 in total, and the unused items, where I've bought a product thinking I'm going to use it, and it's still like in its wrappers in the drawers or whatever, that the totals there is 26. That's quite a high number. I don't like that. And the numbers that interest me the most is not so much the using, it's the ousted and unused. Because ousted is not always bad, because sometimes I've bought it as a gift or I've given it to somebody because they like it. So it's not always because I'm throwing it away. But I don't like the unused numbers mostly, because that means I've wasted my money. I've bought it for no real reason. So let's take a closer look. In the hauls 1 and 2, I had ousted 11 items and unused 15. That's quite a high amount. Now, at the beginning of all these shopping hauls, I didn't have a clue what I was buying. I didn't take a lot of notice of the description. I went by the pictures, and as we have all learned by now, a lot of the pictures are fallacy. So you've got to take a lot of notice of the description and the actual sizes that tend to be in the pictures, etc. So it took me a few hauls to get used to that, I think. Let's see. On the third haul, I'd ousted 5 items and only had 3 unused. Good numbers. I like seeing those numbers. They're good. Haul 4, I ousted 8 and unused of 5. That's quite that's quite high, is it not? But ousted could be given away, so I'm not completely disheartened by that. It's the unused is not good. And this haul, what was this haul? I ousted 5 items and I've got 3 unused, but it's such a tiny haul as well. So actually, this haul's pretty pants considering how many items I actually bought. Whereas a few of the other hauls, there were over 20 items. It could have been like 26 items or something. So not as bad. But I'm thinking the numbers are getting better. They seem to be getting better, because if you think on hauls 1 and 2, that's 2 hauls, I'd ousted 11 and unused 15 items. That is a lot of unused items. So I'm definitely improving, I think. So I'm kind of encouraged to see that I'm getting better at it. I can't wait to see what the next 5 are going to be like, to see if I still improve or not. Let's hope I do. Okay, how did you do? I mean, look at some of the products that you buy and see where they are. See if you're using them. See if you've just bought it like I have for just in case or for later on, which I don't mind as much. But if I'm discarding it or giving it away because I don't particularly like it anymore, that's a bad purchase, really. I've got to stop rambling. Anyway, I'm having fun doing these rewinds. I'm learning a lot from them. Okay, right. Let's move on to the next one. I can't wait. So thank you so much if you stayed with me. Until next time, be good and look after yourself. And I'll see you later.